Woo, this is Daryl from Crypto Daily Trade Signals coming to you live from Asia, guys. Hopefully, guys, having a great day and great evening in America, guys. And we got lots to talk about today. If you look at the whole news cycle right now, it's pretty quiet in terms of news and what's going on around the world. So we're going to talk about, Robinhood's having some issues right now with Gary Gensler. So this is going to be kind of interesting because it seems that one of Robinhood's main revenue streams is going to be cut right now. And yesterday we talked about Elon Musk and the new Dogecoin upgrade that reduces fees and increases speed. And Elon was behind us 100%. He said this is really important. I think it's important. So that was some breaking news. Other things to look forward to this week. I remember, now this is financial advice. This is just the OG in the house expressing my opinion. This video is for educational purposes. So other things we got to look forward to today is, not today, but later this week, is we've got the jobs report that's coming out on Friday. So, I think that's going to, that's definitely going to create some negative downward momentum for not only the broader markets but the whole crypto space in general. So I think you guys just need to hold on and buckle up, because where I see crypto and for the balance this week, we're going to be going pretty much sideways. We're going to be range bound between plus or minus 5% across the board. So I really don't anticipate anything really crazy going on. Now, there's also been some talks right now that we're seeing a lot of inflow back onto exchanges. We're going to talk about that. Particularly yesterday, it was like 65,000 Bitcoin was flown back onto, put back onto exchanges. We're going to talk about also, there's about almost $2 billion worth of stable altcoins that have been put back on exchanges as well. So what does that all mean? I mean, it could mean a number of things, right? It could mean that the whales, the exchanges think something's going to happen. People are moving their Bitcoin onto exchanges because they plan on selling, or they're anticipating taking their Bitcoin and exchanging it for altcoins. So there's a number of scenarios out there. A number of people have been talking different things. So we just have to be cautious this week. Don't expect too much. Basically, bottom line, I'm telling you that the crypto market is really boring right now. We could expect some dumps coming before Friday, and then hopefully by the weekend things will start moving on up. So let's jump into content right now without further delay. Let me get my face out of the way, guys. So if you guys have missed any of the videos, please go back and watch all of the videos. Okay, guys. So some of the interesting news that's coming in right now is Bitcoin-friendly Robinhood may have to abandon their main revenue stream. So as you guys all know that. Robinhood, they have something called pay for order flow, which is a controversial practice employed by Robinhood. And Gary Gensler thinks it may be inefficient and costly for consumers. So the SEC is putting pressure on Robinhood to stop this practice. But this is one of the main income flows for Robinhood. So payment for order flow, sometimes shortened as PFOF, entails outsourcing the execution of stock trades to third parties. Remember, whenever you trade a crypto or a stock, you get fees, right? So what Robinhood does is they send it to third parties that can actually execute it faster, more reliable. And when someone buys a stock on Robinhood, another company pays Robinhood fractions of a penny per share to match buyers and sellers. So this is not bad considering the huge amount of transactions volumes that's going on. So, and this, these fractions of pennies per share is one of the reasons and one of the big sources of income for Robinhood. So if that stops, that's going to put a lot of pressure on Robinhood. That's why we saw their stock tank. So, and that's why Robinhood advertises, you can do trades without commissions, because there's no commissions, because in fact Robinhood is benefiting from this this practice of PFOF. So you're seeing that Robinhood stocks have tanked across the board. So it seems that Gary Gensler, he's quite an active person, huh? So he's just going after everybody right now. So it's kind of interesting. Some other news that's coming in right now After passing 1 trillion crypto transaction, blockchain.com CFO hints that they are going to go public in 2023. So this is another good sign that we have a major blockchain company and exchange, and that they're looking at having an IPO. And the reason it's important that, if they have an IPO, then they can stay in business, because they all anticipate this whole regulatory framework coming out of the Fed is going to be more and more as time goes on. So they really have no choice but to offer an IPO, because if they're listed on the stock exchange, then they become under the heavy regulation of the SEC. Gary Gensler, our dear friend Gary Gensler. So, with that being said, you're going to see more and more companies that are in the blockchain space actually having IPOs, particularly ones that want to operate in the U.S. So this is a good sign, I think, that, I think we all have to accept in the crypto space that regulation is here to stay, and there's really nothing we can do about it. I mean, you're just going to have to accept this is the way of the world now, because before nobody cared about crypto, and now everybody cares about crypto. Governments, basically what they want is they want their tax revenue. They want a piece of the tax revenue. And I believe that once they start building a pathway where they get this tax regulated, then they're going to stop trying to kill the industry by overly regulating it, because if they overregulate, kill the industry, then they're not going to get taxed, right? So I think once they figure out how to tax it, then I think they'll basically leave us alone, and hopefully we can get back to business. Some other news is crypto exchange records nearly $2 billion worth of stablecoins inflow. So what we're seeing here is, with the recent market rally, stablecoins have seen their usage increase massively. Their inflows to exchanges have skyrocketed to almost $2 billion have entered exchange in the past couple of days. So exchange reserves of stablecoins have hit an all-time high of over 120 billion. So we saw a huge inflow of about $2 billion of stablecoins into the market. So theoretically, exchanges fill up with stablecoins, particularly for the following reasons. So guys, remember, we're seeing a lot of stablecoin inflow, right? So there's a number of reasons why we're seeing a lot of stablecoin inflow. One, to buy crypto assets as users request. So if there's a lot of stablecoin like USDC and US Tether on exchanges, that means that people are sending in their stablecoins and they're planning on buying stuff. Okay, I personally believe that it's because people want to start buying altcoins and cryptocurrency because they expect the whole markets to go up. I'm very bullish, sorry, but some people who are printing the bearish scenario are thinking that all this stablecoin coming onto exchanges because users plan to sell all of their crypto, and that would push us into a huge bear market. So those are the two scenarios why we could see all of these stable coins being moved onto the onto exchanges. So I really hope that the stable inflows really means that people are buying more and more crypto, and that will send the prices up. I mean, yesterday we did talk about a whole bunch of stuff, and we'll get into that about Bitcoin and where I see that, for the balance of this week, we're going to see stuff go sideways, if not slightly down, and then we could have a huge upside, about 128% for Bitcoin, and that will take everything up to the upside. So we'll jump into that in a second. Some other news that's coming in right now, we're seeing that Bitcoin Meme Pool shows low demand, why bears could stage a comeback. So we're seeing that overall there's low demand right now on exchanges for cryptocurrencies. So what that means is there's not much buying going on. You can see that the total volumes are down. So what does this all mean? I mean, is this bearish? Is this bullish? It could also be signaling that a lot of people are holding onto their coins, and that everybody's moving into like diamond hands, a hodling phase. So a lot of people are concerned. If anything has me concerned, where is the demand? So there's really no demand right now for cryptocurrency. So I don't know what's going on right now, guys. Could this be the huge big crash that is it a huge crash or is it a whole buildup? So the amount of on-chain activity is a useful indicator to measure, say, demand. As the first cryptocurrency by market cap climbed to its all-time high over 60, when Bitcoin was at 60K, and we had a lot of demand on the markets, and you can see all the demand right here. But that was really, that was really FOMO, and it was really retail investors that really pushed all the demand. So, so what's happening now? We're seeing less and less demand, and basically the data shows that there's virtually no demand for all Bitcoin right now. We're talking about Bitcoin, okay? So the BTC Meme Pool has been floating for weeks, which is even worrying some bulls. We're in for another big crash, yet most are too greedy to admit it. So could this be another big crash, right? Or Bitcoin on-chain activity at a low whales take over the market. So some people are saying that it's bullish. Some people are saying that it's bearish. So we just have to wait and see and take a back seat and wait how things unfold. So right now, I really can't say one way or the other. Some people are saying it's bearish. Some people are saying bullish. Some people are saying that there's no demand because people have taken off all of their crypto, holding it diamond hands, and other people saying, well, there's no demand because nobody cares and nobody's buying. But then we see this inflow of stable coins coming in. So is the demand going to rise? I believe the demand is going to rise. And I believe that, this bull run is not over, and we're going to see the second leg of this bull run coming very soon, guys. So let's jump into Bitcoin price right now. And so we can see right now that the Bitcoin price is trading around 47,500 and $566. So right now we're seeing that we're printing a pretty red candle overall, and we're down almost 4%. So I'm still pretty bullish overall on the whole markets myself. I think this is just a consolidation period. I think we're going to have a week of really going sideways, and we saw this here, and I talked about it a couple times. Is that when we had the MACD go from red. Let me get my face out of there. When we had the MACD go from red to green, we saw this 75% increase. We're seeing exactly the same pattern playing out. And now we're kind of right here. And it looks pretty similar. So I think we're going to go sideways for the balance of this week. And then hopefully next week we should start to rise. And hopefully we can get this 127% increase. And we saw that here as well. So is history repeating itself? Perhaps, or are we going to do exactly the opposite? I mean, my gut tells me that this is just a little bit of a consolidation, a little bit of a sideways action, because we have the jobs data, we have infrastructure bill, we have more. Excuse me, forgot my phone. More infrastructure bill coming out, and more regulatory flood. But I believe ultimately we are going to see ourselves jump up, and we will see Bitcoin hit 100,000. So that's just my feeling. That's what the TA is pointing to. But remember, TA only works until it doesn't, guys. But I think overall, if we look at the fear and greed index right now, yesterday it was at 7.2, and right now the fear and greed index is at 73. So it's actually gone up a little bit. So the sentiment is still pretty good. The sentiment is still good. People are still very bullish. So I don't know what's going on right now. I believe that things will be going up. I think we're going to be going sideways once again for the most of this week, and maybe even early into next week. So don't expect too much. The volumes are light, and that's just the way it is, guys. Sometimes this happens before we have our next big leg up. So just keep calm, guys. Don't panic. Don't have diamond hands, and sometimes you need to don't believe everything you read in the news. Let's take a look at Ethereum right now. Ethereum right now is trading at $3,214, and it's above our 3,181 level. But we have resistance here at 3,200 and 3,292 area. So, like I said, we're just going to be range bound probably for the balance of this week, guys. That's what's going to happen. So we could probably see 7 days of just going like that. And you guys are just going to have to bear with it. I expect that Friday, when the jobs reports come down, the markets will go down. That might be a good opportunity to dollar cost average and buy the dips. So look into that. see what you're saying. Also, Cardano did exactly what I said. We had this ascending triangle, and that's a bearish pattern. We have broken down. So hopefully Cardano will pick itself up. It's at $2.74 right now. So it's kind of like blah. You know, Solana though is still on fire, guys. Solana is at $113, and it hit an all-time high of $116. So Solana is still going to the moon. Remember, I did this is a bull flag, and we're breaking out exactly as I predicted where Solana will go. I think we're definitely going to $200. That's what I think is going to happen. We may have some pullbacks along the way, but Solana is just breaking out. It's decoupled from Bitcoin. It's not following any path, rhyme, or reason. So keep an eye on it. But remember, this will not go up forever. There will be a cooling off period soon where we could see a 10 to 15% correction as people start to take profits. So right now there's a lot of euphoria in the market for Solana. So at some point it's going to start to cool off, and this will go down. I mean, if you're a diamond handler like me and you're going to be hodling for the long term, then you have nothing to worry about. Who cares, right? Because we're looking at 1, 2, 3 years out. But I think Solana is definitely on fire, and you guys should all be pretty happy and excited. So right now we can see that Doge is just over 27.5. So we're seeing a little bit of a green candle today, so that's pretty good. But where do I see Doge? Once again, Doge is probably going to dump. It's probably going to range between 25 cents and 30 cents. So it's just going to be range bound in here for the balance of the week, guys, and maybe into early next week. So you guys don't panic. You really need to see Bitcoin break out before we're going to see any real movement. I mean, we had some tweets from Elon Musk yesterday, but that really didn't do much. It didn't really push the market. And we have this huge descending triangle here. We're still below the 20, the 200-day, and the 50-day moving average. So you just have to keep an eye on it. You guys can just see we had a sell indicator flashing on the 12-hour chart. Let me try to zoom that up for you. So we have this, we just flashed a sell indicator when it turned red, and now the candles turn green. So just keep an eye on this descending triangle. Like I said, we're going to be pretty much range bound, and so I wouldn't get too excited about crypto right now. It's kind of really boring right now. So yeah, we're not going to see big dumps. We're going to see some dumpage ranging between 25 and 30 cents. So for me, I'm not buying any more dips. I'm waiting until the jobs report comes out before I'm doing anything more. So let's take a look at the market cap right now. Let me just refresh that, make sure we got all the refreshy. So like I said, one of the reasons we could be seeing almost $2 billion worth of stablecoin moving onto exchanges is because of this. Bitcoin dominance is dropping and dropping and dropping. And that means that altcoins are going to take off. It's going to be foamy. It's going to be frothy. And it's going to be on fire. And our volumes are starting to pick up a little bit as well. But the demand right now for Bitcoin is down. And that's good because, one of the reasons we're seeing demand for Bitcoin going down is because this is dropping. So people are based on this data here, yes, demand for Bitcoin is dropping. Is it because people are not interested in Bitcoin? No, it's because people are moving money out of Bitcoin and moving it into altcoins. That's what's really happening. So I really wouldn't panic too much. Let's take a look at the markets right now. Internet's really slow in Vietnam, guys. Sorry about that. So let's take a look at the markets right now. Let's get it. Where's my markets? Where's my markets? So let's the markets right now. Wow, internet's slow, guys. Yeah. Okay. So it's okay. Here we go. So right now we're seeing that Bitcoin is really not doing well right now. It's down to 46,900. That's down 3.36%. So that's not looking good, guys. And Ethereum in the house is at 3,200. So it's actually outperforming Bitcoin right now. And also you see the dominance come down. So the altcoins are going to perhaps outperform Bitcoin as that continues to drop. ADA is at $2.74, and that's at 4.53%. BNB is at $458. That's down 4%. Doge in the house is down 3.73%. So nothing to really panic about, guys. It's basically in line. It's in line where Bitcoin is going. So nothing to worry about. Solana is absolutely on fire. It's at $112, almost $113. So if you're holding Solana, congratulations. And remember, if you had followed my buy indicator about 4 days ago, you would have been up like almost 100%, right, guys? So hopefully you guys did buy into that. Remember, that's not financial advice. So much love to you guys. So with that being said, guys, let's jump into let's go to my Twitter, and follow me on Twitter right now, guys. And yeah, we've got 1,980 people on my Twitter. Please follow. Do it now. Let's see if we can get that to 2,000. And remember, smash the likes as always. Subscribe. And check out my links. Check out my Linky Winkies. Remember, none of this is financial advice. Just OG in the house. And go to Zen Music Addict if you want to find your soul, relax, chillax. Go to Zen Music Addict. And yeah, we got some really cool stuff there. And guys, don't forget to support the channel, become a Patreon member, buy the channel coffee, and check out my merch. We got hats, we got hoodies, you know, we even got polo shirts right now, so that's really cool. We got non-clothing items, we got the mug, we got the backpack. So guys, once again, God bless each and every one. This is the OG in the house. I just want to say I love you guys to death. Woo! And we're coming live to you from Vietnam. And yeah, we're still in lockdown here, but it's okay. We're still surviving. So God bless each and every one. We'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys. Woo!